And what's the motherfucking deal, YouTube? This your boy Coach Dante in the building with you guys, man. Please comment, like, and subscribe on the video, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody who watched my quarterback, my top 25 quarterbacks, my top 25 wide receivers, my top 32 quarterbacks, and my top 25 wide receivers. My bad. Then we already know what we doing today. We doing top 25 running backs of the National Football League from last year, man. So make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe on this video, man. I know everybody, is gonna have some disagreements with this list, like on the quarterback list or on the wide receiver list. It's just like I say, in my opinion, and like I say again, we all here on this community talk sports. But like I said, if you got a problem on my list, you can DM me anytime you want. Instagram, Twitter. But if you don't got a problem, make your list. Let us see your list as well. But like I say, it's not easy to make these lists. You're gonna leave somebody out that you don't want to leave out. And like I say, it's just mind-boggling going through this list and stuff like that. But like I say, this is the list I recorded. I got together last night with, and this is the list right here. So, further ado, shout out to the Spotlight Sports Network. Shout out to the East Coast Gridiron Game. Shout out to everybody. Let's get into the list. Let's not take too much time. So, my number 25 running back, I have DeAndre Swift from the Detroit Lions. Y'all gonna see a lot of surprises in this top 25, but this is mostly, like I say, I love to look at players that are really overlooked as well. So my 25th running back is DeAndre Swift from the Detroit Lions, the ex Georgia running back. So he had 151 carries, 617 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns last year. 62 receiving catches. Also was very good out the backfield and caught 2 touchdowns as well, man. He was very good. He came on at the end of the season. He had that big game against the Pittsburgh Steelers where they ended up in a tie. DeAndre Swift is going to be a great member of that offense for years to come, and Jared Goff, So number 24, I went with Cordero Patterson. Many people want to say, "Oh, Coach Dante, he may be a receiver," but guess what? He was a running back this year, wasn't he? So I put Cordero Patterson at number 24 for Cordero Patterson. He could return kicks, play receiver. He could run the football, and he was one of the most consistent guys at the Atlanta. Besides Kyle Pitts, he was one of the most consistent guys out there that was helping out the Atlanta Falcons. 153 carries for Cordero Patterson, 618 yards, 6 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns up in the air as well. Man, the guy had 52 catches and 5 touchdowns. That's the 11 touchdown total for Cordero Patterson. Cordero Patterson, sorry that he's not higher up on this list, but like I say, so many great running backs else that had better years. And he maybe have better years this year. Like I say, I based on every list that I do, like better season, but also who's the better player? Who's the better player in that aspect? Injuries, who's in a better scheme fit? I based on all of that. So just because the player got more stats than the player, that doesn't mean the guy is the better player. You other guys get that mixed up too. Oh, he had better numbers than this guy. He had better numbers than this guy. And that's going to come down to my number 1 and my number 2. Y'all going to think like that. And that's going to come down in the middle. But like I say, you got to realize injuries play a big role. Scheme fit play a big role. Just because the numbers game gets you doesn't mean that guy's the better player. And you're going to see a combination of that in all my videos. So let's keep on to it. So number 24 was Cordero Patterson. Number 23, I had A.J. Dillon. Running back from the Green Bay Packers. 187 carries, 803 yards. He had 5 touchdowns, 2 in the air for A.J. Dillon. That's 7 touchdowns total that A.J. Dillon had. Very underrated. Very definitely underrated. My number 22 running back, James Robinson from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like this one, it was kind of hard. This guy could really be a top 20 to top 20, top 17 running back in the NFL. The problem was the coaching. The coaching was holding everything back. He didn't get a lot of carries that he got his rookie year. He had over 1,000 yards. So that's part of the reason why he dipped. So I would not hold James Robinson into that. He's a better, like I said, I think he's a better player than Devin Singletary. I think he's a better player than A.J. Dillon. I think he's better than Swift. But like I said again, he's good enough, got good enough talent to be a top 17 running back. His stats last year was 164 carries. He had 8 rushing touchdowns. He had 767 yards for James Robinson, so I got him at 22. 21, Devin Singletary at 21. Devin Singletary at number 21 for Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary, everybody, like I say, everybody want to trash, the Buffalo Bills running back core. I just think the offense that the Bills run is more fit around Josh Allen than a running game. They rely heavily on Josh Allen in the running game more than they rely on a Devin Singletary. But look at the year that he had this year. 188 carries, 817 yards, 7 touchdowns. He got in the end zone 7 touchdowns. So that's not a bad season. 870 yards. And he had one receiving touchdown. That's 9 touchdowns total for Devin Singletary. The offense is just built around Josh Allen to be successful, and they're using that offense around Josh Allen's talent. So, like I said again, I can't be mad at that. He's just got to take advantage of his opportunities, and he's done that. So, Devin Singletary is the number 21 running back for me. Number 20, Javonte Williams from the Denver Broncos. Javonte Williams, 202 carries, 903 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 rush TDs for Javonte Williams, and also caught 3 in the air. That is 7 touchdowns total. Man, Denver got a great running back tandem over there. And speaking of the next running back tandem, and look at these numbers, damn near similar, bro. These are some good work. Number 19, Melvin Gordon. Number 19, the running back tandem right here. I didn't think about it. I could have easily swapped Melvin Gordon and them, but I like the spot that they're in. 200, same amount of carries. 203 carries. That is 400. That is 403 carries. That is 406 carries combined right there. So again, 18. He had 918 yards, 8 touchdowns, 8 rushing touchdowns, and also he caught 2 in the air. He caught 2 rushing touchdowns in the air. That is 10 rushing touchdowns. That's 10 touchdowns total for Melvin Gordon. So number 20, number 19, we have the Denver combination. Now number 18. I know some people may kill me upon this, but my opinion, I just think other running backs were better. Just other running backs were just plain on better than this guy was. Of course, you got Aaron Rodgers on the same team, so you're in the throwing heavy offense anyway. So that kind of could hurt him a little bit. Aaron Jones from the Green Bay Packers coming in at number 18. 171 carries, 799 yards. That's almost 800 yards. You got 4 rushing touchdowns, 6 passing touchdowns, almost 400 yards receiving right there. So other than that, that is 10 touchdowns totals for Aaron Jones. But I know some people's gonna kill me for that, putting him at number 18. Put him at number 18. I know it's too low up on your list. But again, like I say, most of that offense is built around Aaron Rodgers. Then you had Devontae Adams. They don't run the football as much. They use him a lot in the passing game. So again, he's very versatile. So he has all the talent to be a top 10 running back in this league because he can do it all. He can catch out of the backfield. He can run the football. But I just think other guys are just really better at what they do more. But like I say, you just got versatility, and you like that. You got versatility, and you love to have that versatility a part of your team. So again, at number 18, I have Leonard. At number 17, I have Leonard Fournette. At number 17, Leonard Fournette, Super Bowl champion. He had 812 yards, 180 rushes, 8 touchdowns for Leonard Fournette, and he had 8 rushing touchdowns, 2 up in the air. That is 10 rushing. That is 10 touchdowns total for Leonard Fournette. Is my number 18th running back. Is my number 17th running back. Number 16, Damian Harris from the New England Patriots for number 16. Just out of the top 15 for Damian Harris. Very good season over there. Him and Samaje Stevenson really killed it over there. They beat Buffalo just on being around a running game, just build to the running game. Like I say, Damian Harris had a very good year last year. 202 carries, 929 yards, 15 touchdowns on the ground. The guy knows where that end zone at, man. Damian Harris, just out of the top 15. I could have put him easily over the next component, but the next component right now, I could have easily put him over the next component. But what a season for Damian Harris. But the next guy, we go into the top 15 guy, which is Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs. When he's healthy, I value this. When he's healthy, I think he has more yards than Damian Harris. But the problem, Damian Harris, yes, had the better season, but when he's healthy, I think he does more than Damian Harris. I think he does more than Damian Harris. So, again, and plus Damian Harris has 17 touchdowns total. That is sick right there. But like I say, again, I don't go basically off the better season. Sometimes I deal with it could be the injuries, could be the scheme. It can be it can just be the coaching. You never know. So I don't let the numbers fool me. I don't let the numbers fool me at all like that. So 217 carries, 872 yards, 9 touchdowns for Josh Jacobs. And you got to think about it. That offensive line was on and off. The offensive line had a lot of holding penalties as well. So that reduced some of his runs as well. But also, he played 15 games. He played enough games, but the penalties, they had costly penalties at times. He missed 2 games. He missed about 2 games. And, sometimes the coaching was on and off. And then you got Derek Carr. So you're going to throw the ball as well, much as you run it a lot. But they did run it a lot of time, most of amount of the carries. Number 14, this is going to surprise you guys. Elijah Mitchell for the San Francisco 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, 207 carries. This guy had 5 rushing touchdowns, 6 touchdowns total, 963 yards. As a rookie, playing in the big time games, playing in the playoffs, was effective in the playoffs. Elijah Mitchell is my number 14 running back. Number 13, one of my favorite running backs in the game, David Montgomery. Shout out to my guy, Gooley. David Montgomery, he doesn't have a good offensive line. He doesn't have great coaching. His coach just got fired for a few, I'll say, some months ago at Matt Nagy. When he supposed to get the ball, he doesn't get the ball. But David Montgomery, this is a very talented running back, man. And people don't sleep on this guy. This guy, hard to get down on the first try. 225 carries, 848 yards, 7 touchdowns. Should have been more than that, but the offensive line is not good at all. Everybody know that. But like I say, that goes for me, not choosing guys always with better seasons, just choosing the player and how good the player actually is and how bad the offensive line probably was. That factor into David Montgomery not having a bigger season than he are. But other than that, let's get to it. Now, these other 2 guys, y'all want a question? Hell no. You had other guys had better seasons. But again, you mean tell me when these 2 guys not healthy, they're not top 6, top 7 running backs, top 10 running backs. Saquon Barkley, I got him at number 12. I dropped him because of the injuries. So that is fair. I dropped him because of the injuries. Because of the injuries. And they got injured this year, and other guys had better seasons. But when this guy is healthy, he's a top 5 running back, and then he could possibly a top 5 running back in the National Football League. Last year, he played in 14 games, and then he doesn't have a great offensive line. His offensive line is terrible. That offensive line last year for the Giants was garbage last year. And just coming off an injury-riddled season as well, 162 carries, 593 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, 2 passing touchdowns, 4 touchdowns total on the ground. 4 touchdowns total. The next guy is Christian McCaffrey. Went out early during the season. When he's on the field, he's everything for Carolina. When Carolina lost him, the season was lost. 99 carries, 442 yards, and he started off great. 1 rushing touchdown, 1 passing touchdown, 2 touchdowns total. So I got Christian McCaffrey at number 11. Now, we get into the top 10. Number 10, I got Najee Harris. Najee Harris at number 10. 307 carries, 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, 3 touchdowns on the ground. That is 10 total touchdowns right there for Najee Harris. Number 9, Austin Ekeler. Very good. 206 carries, 911 yards, 12 touchdowns on the ground, and 8 touchdowns in the air. 20 touchdowns total for Austin Ekeler. But again, you have a 5,000-yard wide quarterback that can get him the ball. But still, the defense was bad. Was the reason why they didn't make the playoffs. So Austin Ekeler is my number 9 guy. Number 8, Antonio Gibson. Antonio Gibson for the Washington football team. 258 carries, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns on the ground, 3 touchdowns in the air, 10 touchdowns total. That is my number 8 guy. Number 7, Alvin Kamara. 240 carries, 898 yards, 4 touchdowns on the ground, 5 in the air. That is 9 touchdowns total for Alvin Kamara. Very good running back, man. Very good versatility. That is Coach Spotlight Boy, Tennessee guy. Now, this right here, you guys going to crucify me, but I don't care. You guys say Pollard is better. I don't think Pollard is better. I think if Pollard is better than Zeke, he will be starting at this point. But Ezekiel Elliott, still a 1,000-yard wide receiver. Yes, he has some issues being out of shape. But the guy, 237 carries, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns on the ground, and 2 in the air. That is 12 touchdowns total. I'm sorry. Pollard is better athletic right now. He's better pass catcher out of the backfield. He's more explosive. Sorry, he's not better. If Pollard was better, he would be in every down running back right now over Ezekiel Elliott. They would not have paid Ezekiel Elliott his money if they thought Pollard would be better than Zeke. He would already be on the field and replacing Zeke if Dallas seen something that they liked. And see, I know they like the guy. I'm not going to say Dallas seen something that they like. But again, I don't think Pollard is better than Ezekiel Elliott. I just really don't think. The guy still can get 1,000 yards. He still can touch the end zone. He still got potential, the ground and pound. So I just think Pollard is better in what he does. He's more athletic. Yes, he's more faster and he's more explosive. But if he was better than Zeke, he will be starting at this point. So Ezekiel Elliott is my number 6 back. Now we got top 5. I went top 5 running back. Number 5, Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon for the Cincinnati Bengals. 1,200 yards, 13 touchdowns, 3 on the ground, 3 in the air, 16 touchdowns total for Joe Mixon. Number 4, Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is at number 4. I got Nick Chubb is at number 4 for Cleveland. 228 carries, 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns for Nick Chubb. One in the air. That is 9 touchdown totals for Nick Chubb right there. Number 3, I got Dalvin Cook at number 3. Dalvin Cook at number 3. 249 carries, 1,100 yards, 6 touchdowns. 6 touchdowns on the ground for Dalvin Cook. I think Dalvin Cook is the better player than Nick Chubb. I think Nick Chubb just got a better offensive line. And I think Dalvin Cook is more explosive and more better than Nick Chubb. Like I say, just in my own eyes. But like I say, this guy is no doubt a top 5 running back in the National Football League. Plus, he has some health issues as well, which means he only played 13 games. Now, number 2. Now, when it comes to number 2, you guys are going to say, hey, why is this guy not number 1 with the season that he had? Go back and look at my video of the top 25 wide receivers when I had Davante Adams over Cooper Kupp. Yes, he had an 1,800-yard season. Yes, he was the Super Bowl MVP, which is Odell Beckham was on the verge of winning that MVP if he didn't get hurt. But Davante Adams is the better player. Everybody knows that. He's a better player. Everybody knows that. So again, sorry, I'm not gonna feel sorry, but again, y'all can disagree with me all day long. Just make your list. Something like my boy ECG said. Shout out to you in the Spotlight Sports Network. This is what I do it for my Spotlight Sports Network, ECG family, my friends, my girl, my best friend. I do this for all of you guys, man, and just give the best content out there. Nope, those of you. Number 2, Jonathan Taylor. Again, I'm sorry, but again, I think Derrick Henry is the better player. But I'm gonna get to Derrick Henry, that is my number 1 guy. Jonathan Taylor, 332 carries, 1,800 yards, 18 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns in the air. That's 20 touchdowns on the ground. 20 touchdowns total for Jonathan Taylor. Now, number 1 running back in the National Football League for me is Derrick Henry still. Like I say, I'm not going to be upset if other guys got Jonathan Taylor. But in this aspect, you mean to tell me Derrick Henry, the way he started last year, could not have more than 937 yards, more than 219 carries? The man already had 10 touchdowns on the ground. That was going to be more than that. That was going to at least be 20, over 20. And like I say, sometimes his offensive line breaks down and he's still able to make a play. He beat Seattle in week 2 by himself. Basically, he dominated the game against Seattle. He ran all over that defense. But again, this is my top 25 list. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of it. Appreciate you guys for always showing that love, that support to it. Thank you guys. It's just football talk. I'm out. This is my top 25 running backs in the National Football League. Thank you guys. I am out. Much love.